All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to continue on with the show. Recapping what happened last night, an amazing performance by Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks versus those Los Angeles Rams, and tied arthritic knee Gurley. That's looking real bad out there in LA, man.
It's looking like LA's gotten themselves into two bad contracts. One being Todd Gurley, one being Jared Goff.
Do you really think the Goff contract was bad, though?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
Jared Goff he's looking more and more like he's just not that guy. And the bad thing is the Rams just committed long term to him.
Man, I'll say this. I think with Goff and having McVay kind of go into like, he's in his ear telling him what to do instead of letting the boy play.
Yeah, but you want that though.
I mean, you kind of want to let him develop though. Let him develop. You did that all last year. Defenses got used to it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I mean, I do think that the Goff contract was bad. I'm not a fan of Jared Goff.
Right.
I just don't think he's as good as a player that everybody makes him out to be. I mean, the guy threw like 50 times versus the Buccaneers, and he was terrible. He was god-awful.
Yeah.
So, you saw what happened last night, man. Russell Wilson and his escapability, man.
Russell Wilson is I think he went up from 18 to number 5 in the
MVP?
No, and I forgot what stat it was with the quarterbacks, but he's also got 26. He's got an extra game, and he threw like 26 balls, so it boosted his numbers. But he's not been in the top 5 as far as like the quarterback stats, but they run the ball a lot. And he runs the ball especially.
I mean, they're definitely a running team.
Yeah.
But that's like I tell you all the time, like, I'm not a stats guy.
Yeah.
I mean...
Your eyeball test?
That, and then I'm an impact on the game guy. Like, you look at Russell Wilson is a great example. He doesn't have godly stats. According to stats, he's not a top 5 quarterback.
Right.
Russell Wilson is a top 5 quarterback, though. There's not 5 other guys that you would put ahead of Russell Wilson at this time.
In the NFC, what quarterbacks would you say right now today are ahead of or better than Russell Wilson?
Aaron Rodgers. That's about it. I really can't count Drew Brees, but I think I would take Russell Wilson over Drew Brees even if he was healthy.
I don't even think Aaron Rodgers is better than Russell Wilson right now.
I mean, I would still take Aaron Rodgers over Russell Wilson slightly because I know what Aaron Rodgers can do with the football.
See, I'm feeling more and more watching Aaron Rodgers this year, especially. I'm starting to feel like more and more you're starting to kind of just give him credit based on past accomplishments. He's averaging like 200 and something yards passing a game. Now, he had a big one against Philly, but before that it was like 2 something. Like he's not he's on the decline. Now, is he a bad quarterback? No. But is he as great as he once was? Absolutely not. Like he's
I mean, I think you're wrong. I'm definitely going to disagree with you. I think a lot of that can be attributed to coaching. Matt LaFleur. I said earlier when we did our division leaders, if Green Bay does not make the playoffs, what holds Green Bay back is coaching.
Yeah.
There is no way in hell that you should miss the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, but I can see why you say that. You're a stats guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really big on stats. I think his impact on the game is second to none. But in regards to like Russell Wilson, I mean, come on, man. He doesn't get his credit. You see what he did last night? I thought the Rams were going to have a great defense this year. You got Talib coming back. You got Marcus Peters coming back. You got that guy in the middle of your defensive line, Aaron Donald, who single-handedly can wreck the game by himself. They didn't do any of that yesterday.
So I'm looking at that defense, and I'm wondering the same thing about that defense. Are they as good as advertised? They got 55 put on them by Tampa Bay the week before.
I mean, I don't think, man.
Everybody's a year older.
You know, somebody told me this recently. Just because you got all-time great talent does not mean you have chemistry.
Right.
A lot of that can be chunked up.
Cleveland Browns, we're talking about you guys.
Prime example. A lot of that can be chunked up to chemistry. Look at all them players that they got on that defense, in the defense. The Rams got Aaron Donald. They got a couple good linebackers. They got the guy that had the helmet last year in New Orleans, John Johnson, Akeem Talib, Marcus Peters. You got stars.
Clay Matthews, who got a bad call on him yesterday, and I read something saying that he got a broken jaw. They broke his jaw, bro. So
man, that was a huge call, man.
That was a bad call, my opinion. But
I mean, it could go both ways.
It swung the momentum.
It could go both ways, man. I just said in WTF, defensive players don't know what they can do.
Yeah.
Defensive players do not know what they can do, but man, the Seattle Seahawks, I don't know if the Rams are just a bad football team at this point or if Seattle is actually really, really good.
But you have two ends of the spectrum. You have a Tampa Bay team who you've all but dismissed. You're just like, okay, that team sucks. And they hang 55 on you with Jameis Winston
at quarterback.
And then you come back and you play Seattle at home of the 12, and you take them 30 to 29, and you have a chance to win that game if Zerline didn't miss the kick. And when he was lining up for it, I was thinking to myself, you already missed one. He's been hooking them all right. He's going to miss this one right, and sure enough, he misses the damn kick to the right. Kickers is another thing that's like, man, what the hell's going on with the kickers in the NFL? What the hell's going on with pass interference in the NFL? All that review crap that they talked about.
Damn rule, man.
It's useless.
I mean,
it's useless. I can't tell you how many bad pass interference calls there have been. They get challenged and it's like, oh no, it's not pass interference. It's blatant pass interference. But I digress.
I mean, I'll say, bro, the Rams, that offense does not look the same. I know you were big on Cooper Kupp. He had a nice game yesterday.
Yeah, he's been playing lights out for him.
An individual is not going to win you football games in a team sport. And I think somebody, one of them made a comment last night. Or no, this was in a different. I think it was Jared Goff. He made a comment last night where he said after the game, he was like, well, the Patriots were like 2-3 last year, and they made it they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
you're not the Patriots.
You don't have Bill Belichick.
You are not the Patriots. And Todd Gurley does not look like the same Todd Gurley.
And you are not Tom Brady.
Yeah, definitely.
You are not.
And I don't like Brady. Not even close. It ain't even close.
You cannot compare apples to oranges, my friend.
Not in this case, man. But I think, I mean, we had this discussion before, bro. When it comes, especially in a division game, give me the coach and quarterback who I have the most faith in. I have more faith in Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson than I do in Jared Goff and Sean McVay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at it now. I don't like Pete Carroll.
What?
I just don't.
You would take him over Jason Garrett?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I don't like his stupid face. I don't like the way he chews gum.
Oh my God.
I don't. He's the ultimate rah-rah guy. That's him right there.
Yeah, run it up.
But yeah, I'm looking at the Rams now, and I'm just like, man, Gurley's hurt, and they're hiding that injury poorly. He's not getting the carries. He's not as dynamic as he was. And when do you just shut him down and say, you know what, we signed a bad contract? Same thing with Jared Goff. You're slowly seeing he's not the guy. When do you swallow your pride and say, you know what, we screwed the pooch on that. This is not a good contract. How long do you take to admit that? Because the bottom line is you want to be stubborn, you want to save face, and keep rolling them out there. Keep rolling them out there. And go 8-8, 9-7.
Hey, one less team the Cowboys got to worry about.
Yeah. Keep rolling, you know, guys that you thought you were making, you know, smart plays on. Keep rolling them out there and see where it gets you. And McVay's a dynamic offensive mind, but if you don't have a guy that can run that offense, what do you have? You got an offensive mind and no ability to operate.
Got a hoopty driver.
That's it, bro.
You call Dak a bus driver, he must be a hoopty driver.
Because that's you know, McVay's got the mind of a Lamborghini, and you got a minor trying to drive it, a guy with no license trying to figure out how to drive this car. You've got the Lambo there, and you got the worst driver you can imagine. What do you do with that?
Still a long season, man. We'll see how it shakes up with the Rams, how the NFC West shakes up.
I'm very interested in that. Speaking of the NFC West, looking at the Browns and the 49ers coming up. That's the 49ers' first big test. They're undefeated. Are they a legit 3-0 team? I don't know.
Nah.
I don't trust Jimmy G.
Nah.
But they're undefeated.
I mean, hey, man, I think
the Browns aren't doing anything with their talent. Nick Chubb's coming around. My biggest question after Nick Chubb showed out was this. What the hell are they going to do with Kareem Hunt if Nick Chubb shows out? Because you got to remember, Kareem Hunt's got, 2 more games left this week and next week?
Yeah, but you would think that Nick Chubb is going to be your primary running back, though, because he's been there. He was I want to say he was a first-round pick.
He came, yeah.
And he has not given you any. Nick Chubb is a damn good running back. Don't get me wrong, Kareem Hunt, he played good when he was in Kansas City. He was in the top 10.
He'll catch it out of the backfield and he'll run it out the backfield.
He's a smaller, more gadget version of Le'Veon Bell. I mean, I'm not a Kareem Hunt guy. I'm not big on stats. I think a lot of that was attributed to what Patrick Mahomes was doing. So the threat of him. So, man, keep Nick Chubb. You got your job. You earned your keep.
For now. Kareem Hunt, come back and do something. I need some fantasy points bad.
Yeah. But, I mean, the 49ers, man, I think the 49ers got a good defense.
Nick Bosa?
I mean, the defense is good, but the offense, I still got to see Jimmy G. I mean, Jimmy G has to show me a full season of work of what he's capable of doing. He has not done that, so he's played good. I just need you to play great.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see there.
I need you to show me you worth that $27 million they paying you, that they paid you too early, Jimmy G.
A lot of quarterbacks got paid. Another quarterback that got paid that is not looking like a smart investment, Kirk First Cousins.
That's your guy.
That is my guy. When you have your 2-star wide receivers coming out in the same week, one says, hey, we can't let the best running back in the NFL run the ball for 200 yards every week. We need to start throwing the ball. It doesn't matter how good your offense running game is. You got to throw the ball. And then your other wide receiver comes out and says, yeah, I don't give a damn. I want out of here.
That's your guy.
There is a problem.
Hey, man, I told dude threw like 8 times in a game, man. That's terrible.
Yeah, they just ran the ball.
The guy.
They just ran the ball.
I mean, you won the game, but you're supposed to be the guy.
Dalvin Cook's doing big things.
Yeah, he's Kirk Cousins is Tony Brown. Man, let's not. We get too far off subject.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still wrong. You're about to piss me off.
Man, we'll be back.
We'll be back. We're gonna talk about Cowboys and Saints. We'll recap that, and then we'll also roll that into this week, Cowboys and Green Bay. So stay tuned. We'll come back to that, and we hope you enjoyed this segment.